You know why it's freezing? It's too cold in here. That's why.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Morning, everyone.
Good morning. Right. We get to the front of my packet. Yeah. Okay, the Board of Commissioners approves the July 30th, 2024 regular meeting minutes.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Tony?
Yes. Morning, Jackie.
Morning.
Hello, hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good. Ooh, fleet.
So, yes, I have one discussion item this morning. It's about the Job and Family Services fleet, so I've asked Director Jeffries to be here to discuss because there's several changes coming up and there's 2 resolutions today. One is to turn it, like trade in 2 leases and get 2 new leases. But then one is to take 2 of the existing leases and purchase them. And I think there are other things coming down the road where they will need some more vehicles, so.
So go ahead.
Come on
Yes,
up,
come
Kelly
on.
Jo.
So we have 13 vehicles in our fleet right now and many staff that are on the road and in the field. And so we continually look for opportunities to grow our fleet. In our current fleet, we are leasing 2 Hyundai Elantras that are up for either swapping out or purchase, and I'd like to purchase them. They're both under $5,000 each. We don't have to depreciate them. It's really a cost-saving measures for us to be able to buy them outright and have our social workers and team members use those as opposed to leasing a vehicle with a astronomical amount. I mean, I appreciate what the amounts are, but it really is cost savings for us. So we do have the funds in our 1410 to purchase those. Again, they're both under $5,000 each. We don't have to depreciate them, and they're reliable cars, and we'd like to keep them in
How old
our
are they?
2019. So they're not
No.
too old at all.
No, but you still
Good
have
on gas
some
mileage.
old cars in your fleet. I see them because they park next to my parking
Yeah.
spot. So.
We use those for like local driving,
Yeah.
again, for our maintenance team and those that have to drive between buildings. We don't need a brand new vehicle to do local driving, but this is a really, a good purchase for us. Makes financial sense and will help to reduce our reimbursement on our mileage to our staff.
You
as
think
well.
they'll last for a while?
I hope so. We'll definitely through Enterprise continue to do the repairs necessary, but I'm thinking they're gonna be good cars for us.
How high a mileage do you have on them?
I can bring the miles.
Okay.
Do you have it?
I think they're low mileage,
Yeah.
they're like, is it 50,000 when the other older ones are about 100,000?
Yeah, they're great shape,
Okay.
good cars.
Good. Okay.
Good?
Sounds
Thank you.
good.
So that's, resolutions 4 and 5 are,
Okay.
one is trading 2 for 2 new leases, and then resolution 5 is the Elantras that are being purchased.
Very good.
All right. Anything else, Jackie?
No, I don't think so, unless the board has any
No,
questions.
I went
Nope.
through everything. I didn't see anything. I already had a question then. Unless anyone else did. Otherwise, I'll be on autopilot. All right. In accordance with section 305.30K of the Ohio Revised Code and this board's resolution 21-0396 and this board's resolution 21-0878, the Board of Commissioners acknowledges and approves the county administrator's approval too. I'll make a motion to direct the auditor's office to pay process the July 25th, 2024 bills, ACH payments, wires, journal vouchers, and then and nows as applicable, contingent upon the verification of the reports as presented by the county auditor and reviewed by the Department of Budget and Financial Management.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Tony?
Yes.
I'll make a motion to process the July 25th, 2024 budget amendments as reviewed and recommended by the Department of Budget and Financial Management.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Tony?
Yes.
Okay, I'll make a motion to authorize the application of the Ohio Office of Criminal Justice Services 2024 Edward Byron Memorial Justice Assistance Grant, also known as JAG, solicitation on behalf of the Portage County Sheriff's Office.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Yes.
Tony?
Okay, I'll make a motion to accept the grant award from the Ohio Attorney General's Office Drug Use Prevention Grant, DARE program on behalf of the Portage County Sheriff's Office.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Tony?
Yes.
I'll make a motion to accept the award from the Ohio Office of Criminal Justice Services for the Recovery Ohio 2024 Law Enforcement Grant on behalf of the Portage County Sheriff's Office Drug and Violent Crime Unit.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina?
Yes?
Mike?
Yes.
Tony.
Yes.
I'll make a motion to declare obsolete and authorize the trade-in of 2 vehicles from the Portage County Jobs and Family Services and declare the necessity to lease 2 vehicles for use by the Portage County Jobs and Family Services Department.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
Tony.
Yes.
I'll make a motion to declare the necessity to purchase 2 vehicles for use by the Portage County Jobs and Family Services Department.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
Tony.
Yes.
Thanks,
you.
Jackie.
Thanks, Jackie. Shannon, good morning.
Good morning.
I like your scaffolding they're putting up.
It's like
Good
New York
God.
City.
You would not believe the calls and the
Good
people
God.
that ask me about the scaffolding around the bank, the corner
I
for
know,
the.
it's quite
Do
impressive.
we paint it to match the
No.
brick?
No, I just wanna
Well, that
know.
was quick.
Do we
Hey, I'm
get
just
to,
asking.
wait, for what we pay for it, do we get to keep it or at least brand
I'm
our name
sorry,
on
no.
Will they let you take pictures?
Just like our other
We can
one.
take pictures.
Take pictures.
The last one we lost.
Yeah, we did.
I think we should have our logo stamped on it or something.
It is impressive.
Oh, they might fall off the scaffold.
Hey,
All right, I have project updates for the administration building. The state/Otis is scheduled for inspection the week of 8/12. We tried to do it on the 9th, but we realized we have to have the flooring put in and they couldn't do it until the 9th. So that has to be for the final inspection for the very first elevator. If you go to page 3, I have a new item. We're gonna seal coat the administration building. Now, they've already seal coated our area where we're at in the internal services area. We were waiting for all the construction to be complete for the annex building before we seal coat
Yeah.
the main C lot and then the F lot, and then they'll do the corners little strip right there, so.
That'd be nice.
We have to schedule that still. I'm still, until they're 100% done with that annex building, I don't wanna do anything. And then we also have to fix the culverts right there by that entranceway. I want to make sure that's done too, but I wanted to get it on our radar.
Okay.
On page 4, the veteran services, the additional wall, in the conference room and, they added the additional wall in the conference room has begun. And the fill-in door in the lobby area where they wanted to fill that in, so there's no longer a doorway there, that's begun. It should be completed by the week of August 12th, and then the front door, the new front door with the handicap button, will be installed the week of the 19th.
Who's on the walls, you guys?
And R2K's doing it.
Okay.
Will's paying for the wall and the electrical and stuff like that, so we're getting there. I'm hoping that, our goal date is to be done by September 2nd, but that's our goal date, because I think he's already planning stuff over there. I don't know though, so. The EMA, we just went to our meeting yesterday. The flooring, the final interior and the exterior painting and the fencing will begin August 5th. So it's very exciting, it's so nice in there, so.
I know we have our first meeting scheduled. for
I
that.
know, yeah, I know. And then if you go to page 6, Ravenna Courthouse, the probate court is complete.
What?
It's complete.
Wow.
I know. That one was a long one, so, but everything looks good. I called Heather and she said they were happy with everything, so we can take that off our list. On page 7, the roof replacement for the scaffolding, it'll be complete this week and they'll begin the slate portion of the roof, so.
Wow.
Is it gonna take as long to put the slate up as it did to put the scaffold up?
It'll take longer.
Okay.
Probably. Their goal date is November,
Okay.
so. It's very tedious because it's smaller pieces than
It's
just a
aesthetically
regular roof.
pleasing around that
It's very-
ambiance
It's very pretty, yes.
of the building.
And then the painting of the hallways and the bathrooms, portions of the second and third floor complete. They'll possibly need to do the hallways with, on a weekend with a little less traffic because there's like, right in the main hallway, there's like 20 doors, so they're like, I'm not sure how we're gonna do this, so they keep painting like the hallways and going down. The bathrooms have not been started yet though, but it looks really good. I'm happy with it.
A little bit of thought on for the public defender. What's going on?
Oh, okay, so the public defender, we've been meeting, every other week,
Mhm.
to go over the floor plan, because I want them to present it to the board as to what they're gonna do, so they'll come in with a presentation to you guys, so that you know what they're doing. We're just tweaking everything, cause they have to visualize it, then they wanna make some changes at times, so hopefully within the next 3 weeks, they'll be able to make a presentation to the board, just so you get a visual
Awesome.
of what it looks like.
Cool. Thank you.
So, yep, and that's all I have, and I only have one resolution.
Great. Alright. General Services. The Board of Commissioners authorizes the Portage County engineer to enter into a cooperative agreement with the City of Stowe for engineering and construction costs associated with the Newcomer Road resurfacing project located in the City of Stowe and Franklin Township, Portage County.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
Tony.
Yes. Thank
That's
you.
it, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Kelly Jo, good morning.
Morning. How was everyone?
Good.
Good.
At least you could come with me.
How are you this morning?
Oh, gosh.
Where are you going?
That's because my
There's something about the
I
Wizard
have a
of
lot
Oz
of
just
weight
flashed
on
into my
me
head.
that just took my chair all the way down.
The Wizard
I'll
of
try
what?
this
Wizard
again.
of Oz, little people.
Huh?
I'm glad I could give everyone the
Well,
joyous
you
laugh
done.
this morning. So if you're ready, I can start with my
Please.
May-June data report.
Yes.
Some things that I saw as far as changes that I thought maybe you would question. On page 1, under the Public Assistance Division, we have seen an increase in children qualifying for subsidized childcare, and the funds increased, and I attribute that to school being out and kids needing more childcare from May to June. So, definitely, we saw an increase in that. On page 2, still under the Public Assistance Division, we're seeing from May to June, less calls come through our phone system and more people walking in, and we continue to have calls backing up in the queue on that state platform. So, but more people are coming into the building, so we're still serving people. So I just wanted to note we saw that change. We
Is there,
recognize that change.
why do you think more are coming in?
We've been continually dealing with the Medicaid unwinding for COVID, so a lot of people still have questions and are needing resources in which to help them with their medical, and so, it's a reality of the
Yeah.
state of Ohio right now, but we continue to persevere to try to find solutions.
Can they do that on the phone?
What's that?
Have the questions answered?
Absolutely. It's just the wait time, and
Yeah.
some people find it more
Mm,
convenient if they could
come
just
in.
come in
Alright.
and see, so.
Because
It
they had a
vacillates.
friend that called into the office and they said to call the number and wait an hour and a half and then call back, and I'm like, what? And then call back into our office if they don't get assistance, so they are like, that's probably also why you're seeing more people come in.
Yeah.
I mean, no one wants to sit on the phone for an hour and a half and then have to then hang up and then call back to us.
Yeah, there is a
It's-
callback feature, but there's some glitches in that platform too, so the state is working with all of this to try to work it out, but, I mean, we have a presence, so if people can come down here, we'll serve
that's
them in
good.
person.
Yeah,
So
'cause-
excuse me.
Oh, no, that's, because I was gonna say, every time I get on the elevator, and there seems to be a line when they get off on
Yeah,
like
on
the
the
second
second
floor.
floor.
Yes, that's where they're
Is
going.
that make an appointment or just stop in?
They can stop in,
Okay.
yeah, so, yeah, absolutely. Moving forward to Ohio Means Jobs, page 3 of 7, as far as the youth that we serve, 14 to 24, in our comprehensive case management program, we're seeing that program grow leaps and bounds. We have 247 youth we're serving, so we are looking at, needs as far as increasing maybe case managers to be able to meet the needs of the young people, so more to come on that. It's great that we're growing, but we also have to have the staff to be able to support these young people.
So the Ohio Means Jobs,
Mhm.
that's there. And we have Maplewood, and Maplewood hasn't done a very good job with, like, machinists and trades. What happens if you have the young kids, people that I'd like to get into the trades? What do
Yeah.
we do?
We have funds for individual training accounts. We created about 6 years ago our own manufacturing internship program. Lots of innovative programs and funds and services that we can offer. They really just need to access us. Ohio Means Jobs, come in, schedule an appointment, get a case manager assigned to them, and really deep dive into, what are your needs? What do your future look like? What are your dreams? And lots of connections.
We have a lot of, in the county, a lot of businesses that are saying, hey, we can't find people.
Yeah.
And they're mostly all the tradespeople, and it's any outreach or us utilizing Ohio Means Job is especially for the trades type people.
Yeah. We have that manufacturing internship program where we have 4 or 5 manufacturers in Portage that have teamed up with us and Kent State, where we do our training on site over on Chestnut, where they actually get some certifications there. They get to start an internship with a manufacturing company and get paid while they're finishing
What
training.
type of internships are they getting?
What, through, Manaway, I'm trying to, oh, what
No,
do you mean?
what jobs?
Manufacturing.
Okay.
So
So
we need to-
manufacturing, do I fix a machine or do I work a machine? Because that's different than machinists and carpenters and bricklayers.
Working a machine, but there's opportunity to create those types of innovative programs. We utilize Maplewood as a resource, but again, kind of separate entities. They can access them, they can access us, and we can be a broker to connect them to other services. But we do have funding available for young people.
Excellent,
Yeah,
thank you.
good. As far as the PRC section of page 4, prevention, retention, and contingency, that's the vast plan that we have. This year, we're offering $150 vouchers for children.
Yeah, for back to
and
school.
yep, so we opened up that application process a few weeks ago. You don't see the numbers here, but last year we served over 500 children that qualified. So in the coming months, you'll see that data, and that number's gonna skyrocket. Under benefit bridge, just because the state is capturing data a little bit different, we're not gonna be providing all this detail on individual line items. You'll just see them captured now in a incentives issued category, so you see that change from May to June. This is the pilot program that they're working on to create that safety net for individuals that are coming off of public welfare going to work. So right now, we have about 61 individuals on that caseload. I brought for you commissioners a success story to share.
Cool.
Yep, we had a participant enrolled in Benefit Bridge on January 11th, 2024. One of the goals was to obtain his driver's license. Paying his reinstatement fees enabled him to do so. He has been with the same employer since November 2023. He's received 2 raises along with certification in tow motor, forklift, and power industrial training certification. We just spoke to those. On July 1st, he received a certification on torque training. I don't know what that is, but he continues to excel in the workplace. So
That's good.
good success
Good
story.
job.
Yep. Child and Adult Protective Services, while we had a all-time low in the last 10 years of 149 children in custody, that vacillates as of Monday, 155, but we absolutely are seeing our numbers in that space go down. We had 5 adoptions finalized in June,
awesome.
so that's exciting stuff. We have challenges with placement costs, but the number of kids we continue to see stable out. Child Support Division, we're going to talk a little bit more about them in detail, but numbers are very stable there. And as of the end of June, we had 184 employees in Job and Family Services. Any other questions on the data report?
No, ma'am.
Nope.
Today being August 1st, August is Child Support Awareness Month. And so it's my understanding you all have a proclamation
We
to
do.
read. So we'll start there.
Proclamation honoring Child Support Awareness Month, August 2024. Whereas Portage County holds the well-being of our children at the highest regard. The recognition of that children and families rely on the adequate financial support, and whereas we recommend Portage County parents and caretakers who are responsible for providing this support in partnership with multiple judicial, educational, and social services organizations, as well as employers, and
Whereas we acknowledge that providing an effective child support enforcement system requires the commitment, leadership, and collaborative efforts of our courts, government agencies, and legislators. And whereas we recognize that because of collaborative efforts, in 2023, Portage County Jobs and Family Services was able to serve 8,805 children by issuing $19,723,716.12 in child support payments and
Whereas this month is dedicated to highlighting the importance of child support and encourage all citizens to help provide a better future for our children and our county. And let it be resolved that we, the Portage County Board of Commissioners, does officially proclaim the month of August 2024 as Child Support Awareness Month. Let it be resolved that the Portage County Board of Commissioners encourages everyone to remember that a great future starts with support, and to invest in the future of one of our greatest assets, our children. Signed by your Portage County Commissioners.
Let's get some pictures.
Oh, Lisa, you came color
I
coordinated.
did, I wore green.
You get to get closer.
You might have to get up front, Kelly Jo.
My seat.
We'll hold it a little lower.
I'll lift my seat up.
Ready? Okay, I got a few.
Thank you,
Congratulations.
Kitty.
I was checking, it's usually. Sabrina's usually one telling me.
So Lisa Fay, as our child support administrator, and her team do a phenomenal job in this space, and I just wanted to highlight a few things that are gonna happen in August, and then she wants to present you all with the certificate. So on August 7th, we're all going to be wearing green in tribute to Child Support Awareness Month. In your packet, on August 9th, our child support team, in tandem with our domestic relations court, will be hosting a training at Maplewood Career Center. And topics include caretaker redirection, updates and best practices from a court and mediation perspective. And we're so very excited to be able to offer this training, especially for attorneys who will get 3.5 CLE credit, so good stuff. You also have 2 flyers on Father's Walks in 2024. So in collaboration, Job and Family with Passages, the Ohio Commission on Fatherhood, and our local United Way, we are all collaborating and hosting Father's Walks at Kent City Schools on September 24th and Ravenna September 19th and 20th, where we encourage dads to walk their children to school. They partake in donuts and some stuff before the kiddos go into the building, so it really encourages.
Good event every year. The kids,
Yeah.
you just see their eyes light up when we take a picture of them and send them to the families when they get there, so.
Cool.
Good stuff. And then Lisa wants to present a few certificates.
I just wanna say thanks for all of your support throughout the years with child support and all of that, so we have a nice little certificate for each one of you, just to say thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes,
Thank you.
donuts?
I should have brought donuts.
Some of us shouldn't eat
I
donuts.
know.
Why are you looking at me?
Just saying.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
But
Thank
thank
you
you to
very
you for all
much.
that you do, supporting child support and all the families.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
A lead into that is just a brief discussion item that there are 2 attorneys that work in our child support division. We have a recommendation to replace one of those here, but they are not with us as of yet. And our current attorney is going to be going on some leave for about 6 weeks. So it puts us in a quandary as far as legal representation on these cases. We outreached to the prosecutor and asked if there would be any way that we could receive some support and services from them during August and September. The prosecutor has agreed to help us in that space, but it will require an amendment to their contract that we already have. A little bit of an increase to be able to pay for the salaries. Brandon Wheeler from the prosecutor's office has graciously offered to step in over the next 6 weeks. So I just wanted to give you that. It's gonna come behind the scenes, but we really are appreciative of them, and
Yeah.
it's necessary for
Yeah,
us.
we need 'em.
Yeah, we need them. So that was that discussion, just highlighting next week on Tuesday, August 6th as our back to school event. We do this every year. This year again, we're in our Ohio Means Jobs parking lot. We served over 500 children there. So we have lots of agencies there to provide information and some stuff for backpacks. We provide stuff for backpacks, have some keynote speakers, but it's a really good event to promote health and wellness for kids as they embark on their new school year.
Cool.
Healthy Aging Grant Program update. So we're cleaning all things up in the Healthy Aging Grant that Portage County received about $450,000. And I can get final numbers on financials to you, but as of now, we close our program books We received a total of 931 applications from seniors in Portage for support services. What we were able to grant in that period was 232 individuals received some type of food assistance, 219 individuals case management, 70 received care coordination, 84 benefited from home delivered meals, 101 transportation support, 52 home repair assistance, 44 home-based assistance, and 62 renter-based assistance. So I can speak from the hearts of our seniors that they love this program and it met a phenomenal need. So it's gonna pivot into a talking point I have here in a minute, but I absolutely wanted to highlight the program.
How long's the program been?
How long was it?
How long has the program been around?
9 months. Do you remember the
Yeah.
ARP, I mean, not ARP, we got the ARPA
Yeah.
funds for that, yeah.
So, we didn't have anything like that prior to that?
We did not.
No.
That's awesome.
I
It's-
just enjoy what Kelly Jo does through the state and the monies that come in, that we wouldn't have the opportunity to do what we're doing because we don't have the money.
Right.
And that money that you bring in is phenomenal. It really is. So, we appreciate it.
Thank you. Two more things, I'm gonna circle back a little bit and then Job and Family will be off your agenda for today. So, we present to you our quarterly survey results. We make ourselves available to have, receive positive feedback and corrective criticisms from the public. So before you in your packet was Q2 summary results from the community. 46 individuals responded across, all 4 divisions. Individuals reported most out about their experiences with Ohio Means Jobs and public assistance. We continue to get ratings of 8 to 10, with 10 being the highest. And a couple of the comments that we read them all, less wait time, which we talked about earlier on the phone, so we know that's an issue we continue to have to tackle. An individual talked about having trouble finding direct contacts, so we do have a beautiful community resource guide, but we need to make sure our staff continue to know what resources are available. And an individual had an experience where one of our team members couldn't answer questions. So all in all, I thought this was an excellent report, and we continue to be open to that feedback.
It's a good job.
Thank you. We, if you recall, have the senior survey that we started a couple years ago. We received no responses from that for this quarter, which pivots me into our last update and ask of you. I'd like to turn my chair to Rick Squire and Matt Reed are both members of our new formal Portage 50+ committee. You all approved that charter and formalization of a group of us that come together once a month. There's about 20 members around the table. Direction, Area Agency on Aging, Catholic Charities, the Guardianship Board, Judge Smith and her probate team. We have Coleman at the table, Family and Community Services, United Way 211. There's a group of us that are now very formal and intentional about talking all things seniors in Portage County. So about 3 months ago, I presented to you a packet that we received from a representative from AARP about an age-friendly initiative that a lot of local municipalities have embarked on, as far as just wanting to be intentional and assessing what seniors are saying as far as what their needs are, what their community looks like. And then from that, they build out a strategic plan. It's usually a 5-year plan. So I have a survey that this group has, and it's hot off the press. You don't have it in your packet because we had to tweak it. But we used an AARP tool to create a very elaborate survey that we would like your blessing sending out, and I can get you the formal plan on the dissemination that we want to send out to our senior citizens in Portage County. From now, we want to kick it off at the fair through Thanksgiving, November. We want to hit all corners of Portage and ask our senior residents to respond to this survey. Matt can speak to this briefly. Matt, I'm just gonna go through the high level and then I'll circle back to you. Direction Home Area Agency on Aging has some funds that are available to actually take the data that comes back and to formulate it into a report so we can really understand what our seniors are saying. And from that, we then have to be intentional on creating a 5-year strategic plan. We'd like to do that. This is not an ask of you for funds at this point. It's an ask of the Portage County Commissioners that have to formally bless this initiative by you all working with me or myself and Michelle completing a formal application and having you all sign a letter of intentionality and, you know, support of this, that we really do want to understand from our Portage seniors what the needs look like. So Matt is involved with other surrounding counties, so Matt, if you want to spend a few minutes, just talk about what other counties are doing. I know their time is precious, but do you mind if they have any questions?
Good morning.
Morning.
My name is Matt Reed. I'm the Senior Vice President of Community Outreach at Direction Home Akron Canton Area Agency on Aging and Disabilities.
Can you say that again?
I'm just gonna say that.
I was gonna ask him
Without
myself.
Right. It takes a while. Sorry. She said your time's busy. Your time's
You're
precious,
good,
and I
you're
like
good.
that.
Yeah,
Sorry.
good.
I have been working with Summit County, the City of Akron, and Stark County for their age-friendly initiatives for the past 3 years. Actually, no, it's been since 2019 that Summit County and Akron had applied for this, and I've seen really tremendous results. And so when Kelly Jo brought this group together, which is amazing, and I'm so glad that you have that vision because it's really great to see. I hope to spread that to other counties. I really thought that the age-friendly initiative could provide some context and structure to that group as it's done in the other counties. It's based around 8 domains of livability that AARP and the World Health Organization has put together to say, these are the things that are gonna make your county a better place to age. And so it's things like housing, transportation, access to health care, civic engagement, employment, volunteer opportunities, public spaces, buildings that are accessible, things like that. As Kelly Jo mentioned, this is not an ask for any money. It's just the leadership of the county has to put forward their stamp of approval and their promise to commit to these ideals for the older adults in Portage County. Direction Home does have funds that we can leverage from the ARPA dollars that we have, and also some additional funds we get from the federal government to do needs assessments in your area, because we are your area agency on aging. So we anticipate being able to do that later this year for the county. We've done, the last one we did was 2022. So we do have some data that we can use and pull from it there as well. So I really appreciate your time, and I'd be happy to answer any questions.
I have a quick one. How do you folks plan on disseminating this to the county?
Kelly Jo has been leading the charge on talking about a marketing plan and outreach efforts, and with all of us at the table, I think you're going to get a very great saturation of the county through hard copies, online. We've even talked about holding some focus groups in different areas.
Yeah, because Tony's at that age where he's gonna fill one out, but
I am.
I'm just wondering how you're gonna get it to him.
I'm at the age where I need to fill it
They're just gonna drop it off in my office.
Hey, I'm just asking for a friend.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
We do have some key events. Again, the kickoff for the fair, we know lots of our
Oh,
residents
yeah.
will be there.
Oh,
We have
yeah.
a senior forum. We have the key community partners that are in the field, but not everyone likes online, but we're wanting to make
Especially
electronic
people of my age.
paper. Yeah, have some coffee chats or focus groups in the community where we can
Will you go
spread them.
to the senior centers,
Yes.
I'm assuming?
Yep.
Because they would definitely.
Senior housing complexes we intend to. So we didn't want to go too far in without you at least vetting your support of this, but I can bring back a formal kind
Well, I
of
mean,
distribution.
with the people we know, I'd love to keep some of these, and people that I know say,
Hand
hey,
them out.
when you get a chance.
Yeah.
Because that's a hands-on touch. I know people get surveys. How many surveys do you get in your mail?
Yeah.
And where's it go? Mine goes to recycling.
Yeah.
And our intention would be to, in the marketing plan, also to do outreach to our local press to really draw attention to this, to allow our
Yeah.
seniors to know the importance of completing this. I
Yeah,
think
it's-
it's really to their benefit to be a part of this
Well, I
in a
just
real formal way.
perused it, and it's pretty good.
Good?
So,
But
yeah.
that's, yeah. that'll be good.
Rick, did you want to say anything before we conclude? Rick's the Director of Catholic Charities.
So this really just offers us the opportunity as a group, talking to senior issues, to be intentional and really point our efforts at something that is substantive. Otherwise, we sit around and say, oh, we'd really like to address issues X, Y, and Z. This really allows us to kind of identify where the biggest
focus,
need and
yeah.
desires are for the seniors in the county. I think that's a huge opportunity to
Oh, it is.
really focus.
Excellent, excellent.
So would you give your support?
You've been
Got
blessed.
our blessing.
Okay.
You sure do.
Yes.
I will
Yeah.
work with
Be
Michelle
great.
then to get
Good
the
job.
application completed and the letter and we'll go.
Not
It's
just
awesome.
because Tony and Mike are seniors, and I'm not, just for the
Yes,
record.
I am.
We have prepared
Just
the path
for the
for her.
record.
Okay, well, great.
And I found out places you can tell them you're a senior, getting free coffee.
There you
Oh,
go.
my
It's about that big, but
I
you,
will absolutely work with you to sign that
She always tries to
application.
bring us up.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
But no, I
Thank
think
you.
it's awesome, that group that you have together, of
'Cause
all the
they're-
organizations,
Such
that
a
you're
need.
all in the same place, talking about the same thing versus you've got an idea and he's got an idea and he's got an
Yeah.
idea, which usually everybody stays in their own silos.
No, I like it.
Go
Nice to
right
see.
to the horse's mouth
Yeah.
and get it from them. And that's why I was asking about the senior centers, because I know the survey is very nicely laid out, but it may be a little overwhelming for seniors
Right.
today. So maybe they could try to do like a group thing
Yeah.
where they could go through, or have our staff or someone there that could
Yeah.
assist with any questions,
I'll read
but
it to you.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'll bring the marketing piece to the September meeting so
Yeah.
you can understand all the networks that we're gonna connect with to get it out there.
Hey, thanks.
Lovely?
Thank you.
Thank
Have a
you so
wonderful
much.
day.
Have a
Thank
great
you,
day.
gentlemen, for coming.
And remember,
Lisa, thank you.
start on the 7th floor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna push you out the window. Is regional planning here?
There's cameras here.
I'll go see.
And there's just
Morning, Miss Barb.
Hi.
How are you?
You know, if you have a problem with donuts, I could relieve you if you're burning any extra donuts you don't need to have. You can give it to me.
I don't get any. They don't give me any.
You can get a free drink at Wendy's.
I
anytime.
thought Lisa would bring some, but she didn't.
Just tell them you want a free senior drink at Wendy's and they'll give it to you. You don't
Really?
need to buy anything.
Well, there's another place. That's a new place.
You gotta start expanding my file.
No donuts.
We'll give them a call. They're not here yet.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll go to
Miscellaneous,
miscellaneous. Yes. I will go to the Board of Commissioners acknowledge receipt of the kennel disposition report and intake report for July 15th, 2024 through July 28th, 2024, as presented by the Chief Dog Warden Dave McIntyre.
Second.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
Tony.
Yes.
The Board of Commissioners acknowledge receipt of the July 29th, 2024 certificate of the county auditor that the total annual appropriations from each fund do not exceed the official estimate resources for the fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2024, as presented by the Portage County Auditor's Office.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
Tony.
Yes.
I'll make a motion, the Board of Commissioners acknowledge receipt of the July 30th, 2024 certificate of the county auditor that the total annual appropriations from each fund do not exceed the official estimate resources for the fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2024, as presented by the Portage County Auditor's Office.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
Tony.
Yes.
Make a motion, the Board of Commissioners acknowledge receipt of the July 30th, 2024 amended certificate of estimated resources for the year beginning January 1st, 2024, as submitted by the Portage County Budget Commission.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
Tony.
Yes.
I'll make a motion, the Board of Commissioners receive the July 17th, 2024 correspondence from the Portage County Sheriff's Office, including the monthly record of proceedings and transaction for June 24th in accordance with Ohio Revised Code, Section 325.07.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
Tony.
Yes.
I'll make a motion, the Board of Commissioners acknowledge the receipt of the July 26th, 2024 correspondence from Diane Haney, Veteran Service Office Manager, including the signed statements for 2024 Memorial Day expenses totaling the amount of $6,300.
Second.
Roll call.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
Tony.
Yes. I'd just like to take a moment over the weekend. There was interesting stuff came up on Facebook about the dog warden and wild dogs and the dog warden not doing
Strays,
anything.
yeah.
So we do know the dog warden because we looked, had been out there at least 4 times to try to catch, and it wasn't the plural aspect of dogs. It was dog. And they tried, and they actually had to hire a professional trapper to trap the dog. So that has been done before. That somebody on Facebook wanted to blow up my phone. I didn't get any calls, by the way, but that was our dog warden, Mr. Dave McIntyre, does an incredible job, and he's been here at least 15 years. Or so.
Oh, at least, yeah.
So I just wanted to address that in public, that has been taken care of, and the Facebook might have been misguided. Okay,
Imagine that. Yeah. Social media.
they're always
misguided.
misguided. So, go ahead. Is the are they coming? Regional planning.
Yeah, are they on their way?
Yes.
Okay. Cassie, do we have any public comment?
I believe we do.
Hey,
We
Carmen,
have the sheet so we can see it.
Yes.
nice to have you here today. Carmen's one of the people running for commissioner this
Yeah,
time.
good morning,
So
Carmen.
glad to be here.
We're
Donuts?
hiding behind the big crowd.
Did you bring donuts, Carmen?
You know what, actually I'm diabetic, so I can't eat them.
See,
Sorry.
Well-
learn from her.
But somebody gives them to
What
me.
about us?
We have some donuts in the middle.
There's actually a new
Okay.
bakery that opened in Rootstown I wanna get to.
You know, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to try it myself.
And what kind of bakery?
It's in Rootstown, it opened this morning.
What kind of bakery is it?
This morning they made cinnamon rolls and baklava. They sold out of the cinnamon rolls, but she said she's gonna make more for lunch.
Those are
Is
my
we were
favorite.
talking about diabetics, now you're talking about baklava and,
I know.
Yeah.
Cinnamon rolls?
Well, baklava I can get for my one daughter, cause she's lactose intolerant.
yeah, baklava is.
So it's at, it's 4081 State Route 44 in Rootstown.
Okay,
Rootstown Bakery.
that's what it's called.
Sabrina.
Cool, very cool.
I didn't even know. Where's it at, Carmen?
I have to look it up, like where
Is
it's
it
at.
in Neomed or?
No,
No, it's not
4100
in
block.
Neomed.
Sounds like a great place to go when you're campaigning.
They just opened this morning, so it'd be you should have gotten up earlier.
Oh,
That's
and they're
gotta be in
selling
that
some
new
other
plaza-
Portage County
in that
products
plaza
too, like honey, like,
behind Dunkin'
Mark's St.
Donuts.
Mary's honey is gonna be there.
That was a good idea.
It looks beautiful, wherever they're at, they completely run.
Where are they at?
Lisa, come on up, my dear.
4081.
Little
State
confusion
Route
going on
44.
between me and the girls.
Morning, Lisa.
Morning, how are you?
Do you have go ahead.
My last amendment for this grant.
You've exceeded your limit. Pass.
Well, I'm out of time. No, we
Okay.
finally did the demolition across the street of the the Coleman house that was across the street.
Yeah.
So we had some money left over. 27,000. Let's see here. How much do we have left?
27,492.
Yes. So what we are doing is we are going to move that money over to the Manaway Village sidewalk project that we just completed.
Yep.
To help offset with the Downtown Manaway Revitalization Corporation
Well, let's talk
is
about
having to
that.
put out of pocket.
Let's talk about that. I see, when someone does construction and they bid and they do that type of thing, I can get 6, 7, maybe even 10,000 with that type of project. $73,000, they were off?
Yeah, well, from my understanding, cost of concrete is high. So,
Well,
and plus it's Hummel Construction.
didn't we bid it out?
Yes, we did.
Okay, and we got a bid of, 186,000. And we end up paying an extra 73,000? I don't get it.
Well, there was also some extras in there as far as the hanging flowers,
The planters.
planters, that they added in at the end.
The
They-
board added in.
They added it in when we put it out the bid, and then, cause they wanted to see what the cost was, and then the light poles was the other.
So the light poles weren't
Part of the
bid?
project?
And there's lights within the concrete.
So, again, why are we here? I mean,
I'm just doing it to use up the rest of the money because
Yeah.
No, I
the
get it.
grant has to be completed
But
before the end
it's
of the
still
year.
not
and-
enough for them, so they have to come up with the difference?
Yeah, they'll have to pay, they'll still have some out-of-pocket money. Instead
Oh,
of
okay, so we're just trying to use up the money. Okay,
Right,
I got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just, even
You
for
know.
them is what I'm saying, it's
Yeah.
just kinda crazy, that's
Yeah.
an increase.
Yeah, they're still having to put money out of pocket, it's just that, I had this money left over, there was no other place that I
Yeah.
could
Sure.
quickly get rid of
And
it.
get it
Yeah,
done.
I get
Oh,
that.
okay,
You
so
know.
that's your only
That's-
purpose was to utilize that.
I'd rather utilize it than
Than
not
give it
to,
back.
Oh, yeah.
and
Yeah,
have you
no.
send it back.
We agree.
You have our blessing.
Yep, you got it, ma'am, thank you.
No, that's good, I just.
I certainly hope so, because you guys already signed the letter.
Yeah, we did. We did.
That's what confused
No,
me,
I
but
saw
thought
that
maybe you guys
yesterday.
did it earlier.
No,
than-
I'm just really taken back by the price difference.
Yeah, like I said, the cost is higher.
if
I
it-
mean, that's what happened with the Freedom Schoolhouse.
Yeah.
We had put it out to bid along with the town hall 4 years ago. And
Here's
then
the problem, it takes government too long to do anything.
that's the problem. And so then when it came time to actually bidding it out, we could only do one of the projects, so we only did the town hall. Well, then we put them in the schoolhouse in the next grant cycle,
Yeah.
which is the one we're in,
Yeah.
and the prices were higher to do the schoolhouse.
Well, yeah, 4 years later,
Yeah, exactly. And then,
COVID and inflation.
and then by the time, when you're working with an architect or an engineer, they take forever.
Mhm.
So, then it ends up being another year down the road by the time you get it out to bid and.
Yeah, we
Sure.
know, you're preaching to
Holding
the
it-
choir.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
see it
it's
all
crazy.
the time.
So,
Alright.
Yeah, that was my question.
yeah.
They needed Shannon on
I'm
the
surprised the
project.
light posts weren't in that.
Well,
The
and
light
then-
posts in the library. and that-
Oh, yeah, it looks great.
I didn't
It
see.
looks awesome.
Yeah, I didn't
Look-
see
I mean,
anything.
Homewood did a nice job.
They
Nothing
did
against
a
them.
great job, and it looks.
Oh, it looks awesome.
Yeah, I'm just, when you say light posts weren't involved, and then they put light posts in.
Yeah.
So there, I think, 4 light posts or 5, and,
Yeah.
and then,
Yeah,
and
something
then you
like
do
that.
that in the wiring.
And if we did not have this extra money, they would have been paying for the entire
would've been
amount.
paying
We
the
just
whole-
happen to have a
27.
project go under in
Cool.
order to
Yeah.
utilize every penny we're
Yeah.
gonna put
It
it
looks
Yeah,
good.
that
It looks
demolition
good.
across the street, that one there was half the cost, and even with the environmental assessment. So,
Okay, so you're go
Thank you.
ahead and, bring that.
You
yeah,
got
I'll bring the official amendment once they send it to me, but,
Okay.
well, we have a public hearing scheduled for this.
I was gonna
Um,
say we'd have to have one, yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks for
before I
coming
can
up.
actually officially submit it to the state, but
All right, thank you, Lisa,
Thank you,
for
ma'am.
coming
Thank
in.
thank you, have a good day, folks.
You as well.
Thanks.
We only have one public comment.
Yeah, we
You
can
wanna
take
do it
them now.
Okay, so, which we normally do this at 11, and seeing as how we're running ahead, we're ahead of schedule. Sir McDaniel, Mr. McDaniel? Hey, Mr. McDaniel, we'll give you you've got 5 minutes to come on up, and you're gonna be speaking about the Chen allotment.
Yes.
Thank you.
My name's Ray McDaniel, 7210 Brady Lake Road.
Morning,
Township.
morning, sir.
Morning. I just got a couple questions.
Yes, sir.
I want to draw this out. Because it is a hot topic with all the
Yes, it is.
people in that area.
Yep.
One question is, the big question is, have you gone and found any more monies?
They are doing that on a weekly, monthly basis for
Yeah.
looking for grant money. And that doesn't happen, so if they find one, it may take 2, 3 months, 4 months.
Because I heard that they found an additional 500,000, but, well, you know, that's like nothing.
It's a drop in the bucket.
Yeah, but it's.
But if
That's
$500,000,
But, yeah,
500,000.
exactly.
Yeah.
But,
And-
but what that equates to, Mr. McDaniel, is 2,000 less for each household.
I understand
so,
that. And I'm just trying to
Yeah,
make sure that
we won't
we're
know
doing
till
our due diligence to make sure, because, and my next question is, when they did the Brimfield project, I understand some people have told me that it didn't cost them near as much. You know, I know.
That's a totally different project.
yeah.
Big
That-
time
You
difference.
can't even compare
No, you're
Okay.
talking new developments.
one street.
Because it was a new development.
And it's, you can't,
Chen allotment is not new.
and that's
No, I
something.
know, I know. I've lived there
Or
34
nor
years, so
was
it's-
that one in Brimfield,
No.
I
it's
know,
just a
I just-
short
I'm
dead-end
not new.
street. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
it
yeah,
is-
one, they're not even
20
related to
houses
each
to
other.
200 and something.
Okay.
Yeah, like I
Well,
said.
yeah, there's 255 residents.
Yeah.
Well, like I said the other day, when we spoke in open session, you know, we still have an entire county to operate.
Yeah, I get that.
You know, and we're doing everything we can, and with them coming up with the extra 500, I thought that was awesome.
Yeah.
So do we have a total of how much money?
No.
Whatever they said before plus 500,000. I don't
Whatever
recall
they
off the top of my
said,
head
okay.
either.
Yeah.
And the
It's a
director
lot.
continues to go after every grant that they
Right.
can.
It's over
But my
4
main
million.
concern is because of the fact that, you know, everybody in there is on limited income. I'm not saying
Understood.
everybody, because there's quite a few young people that have moved
Sure.
in.
Yeah.
But now they're getting a sticker shot because, oh, I bought this property, now I'm gonna have.
Yeah, he was here at that last
Yeah.
meeting.
Yeah,
and-
Right,
Yeah.
so,
So that'll be an ongoing process, looking for grant money until this project is done.
Yeah.
thank you.
That will not
That's-
stop.
No, it won't
Oh,
quit.
yeah, I
And
just
we
wanna make sure.
understand if we were in that situation, I'd wanna know, cause I'd have to plan, especially if I was on a restricted income, I'd have to try to plan, how am I gonna get this money and stuff, so.
Well, we
it's-
we adopted our three grandchildren from California. They're now 16 and 17. One moved back to California. So the monies my wife and I get, plus anything else coming in is like, you know, very limited. You know.
Understood.
And I'm not the only one, but
Oh, there's a lot.
I mean, I'm not,
We
you know,
understood.
throwing myself on a sword here.
but-
I just want, you know, that there's more than just myself that's concerned about the prices.
A lot, just about 99.9% of people are in there.
I just wanted to see and make sure that
That grant money will continue to go until that project is over.
fantastic. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all I had.
Okay,
All
good,
right,
thank you,
good
sir.
seeing you.
Thanks for coming in.
Are
Have
you
a great
related to
afternoon.
Steve? Hey, Ray.
Mr. McDaniel?
Are you related to Steve McDaniel?
No, I am not.
Oh, you're not? Okay.
No, there's so many of us. It's the Irish, Scottish. We're taking over.
Uh-huh.
We're not all related.
Yeah, there you
All
go.
right, great.
All right. So
If there's nothing else right
recess.
now, we will recess till 11 o'clock.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Bye,
sir.
Thank you.
Daniel.
I saw your convert.
Cass, is there anything else come before the board?
No, sir, there is not.
Oh, we'll reconvene.
We will convene the
And
Board of
then-
Commissioners, and I will take a motion to adjourn.
So moved?
Second,
Roll call.
Sabrina,
Yes.
Mike,
yes.
John.
Yes. See you next week.